Hi, this is Pranav Thakurta from Edu TV, the first education channel. Today, we are sitting with a very famous personality, Dr. Sharma, the famous Dr. Manisha Sharma. She did her doctorate from the Alvag Institutions, Agra, and she has her advocacy for safe learning environment is commendable. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am has been heading this school for more than 10 years, and this school has been rated as #1 school by Times of India survey. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. Ma'am, we would like to have your advice for how passive and reluctant learner can be transformed into active and enthusiastic learner. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning. It's indeed a pleasure to share my thoughts on active learning. And as a school educator, I believe it is very important for us to engage our children when we talk about active learning and we talk about reluctant learners. How we engage and how we create and sustain their interest, that is very, very important. In everyday teaching learning process, if we find anything boring, monotonous, nobody is interested, nobody is keen, and this is just the passive learning. We talk a lot about a new education policy, getting away from rote learning. But what is a new education policy also lays emphasis, that is on active learning only. How we can sustain the interest of children, and there's so many ways, there's so many strategies, whether it's hybrid learning, blended learning, art integrated learning, toy pedagogy, gamification, research based learning, project based learning, genius arts. All these strategies really help us that we should embed and integrate these strategies to make our learner really very engaged. And how can we really engage them, how we can really make them take interest in that, because they're reluctant, they do not want. So for me, which we have practiced at VIS, that we ensure that there should be a lot of team learning. So we divide generally like whether think, pair, share, and a lot of strategies are there. Fun with corners, fun with puzzles, where children are divided in several groups, and then we give them tasks. Sometimes they choose that task or project when they know that is their objective is there. It is about their team to learn and do research. Then the onus lies on children. It is a self-paced learning where children are taking responsibility. When children are not taking responsibility, they are not engaged. So it is very important when we want our children to be engaged. First, they should be given certain responsibilities when it comes to their learning also. And it will certainly arouse their interest when they will do research, when they will find some role plays, when they will do some gamification, some tools, when they will go to the field. Something related to weaving around their interest and engaging them in groups. Then it is really active learning, because active is when they are playing active role. They are not just sitting passively, but where they are actively involved, their brain is into that, when they are brainstorming sessions. So there are n number of strategies. That is why now we are talking about so much of art integration, gamification, toy based pedagogy, or RBL, research based learning, or project based learning. These are all really help us as school educators to really push our children so that they explore, they learn, and the entire journey is very interesting. It is not the end. It is the journey where they are learning so many skills which we would not have taught otherwise when the teacher is speaking and they are merely just passive learners and learning.
Dr. Manisha, would like to have your advice how curiosity can be inculcated amongst students.
Curiosity is a first and foremost important thing when we want our children to be active learners. And this creative thinking, critical thinking, why everything should be provided on the platter. Isn't it? We as educators do a lot of strategies, whether as a part of the introduction of the topic, or as a introducing the main topic, or as a just recapitulating the main points of the concept. There are a lot of strategies, there are a lot of activities which can be designed where we want them to come out with their queries. Why I'm just always believe a topic can be given to children, let them explore, and come the next day as a flipped classroom way, where we have provided certain tools and some matter to them and content to them. Based on that, they have done research and they have come. That is how we can sustain and create their interest. That is very, very important, because this is the age where they really need to innovate and create. And it is only possible when we will plan and structure our strategy in such a manner and design our topic in such a manner where we make them curious rather than just filling everything the walls. Rather, we want them to really contribute to the learning. That is very, very important. It isn't we teachers become learners when children are coming from so many questions, like so many topics we cover. When we give children, alright, each child will prepare or draft or frame 10 questions wherever he feels that this topic is there. Let them study it first and let them come out with their queries and design and describe, and that is how we can really sustain and create and make them a curious child and curious children. It is very, very important. When we're talking about so many problem solving, analytical skills, the first thing is the curiosity, the interest, and that is only possible when everything will not be delivered to them, rather than it should come out from them. That is the purpose, and that is how we can do it.